Welcome everybody. I'm so excited to be with you guys tonight. This is an exciting day for us at Stampin' Up! Because our new annual catalog went live for all customers. So that's pretty exciting. We've got a lot of really great new suites and all that stuff coming out. Suites, bundles, of course, you know, all the good stuff that came out today. So anyway, I am going to be showing you one of the new suites tonight, but before we get started, I'm going to take care of a little bit of housekeeping, and then we'll get started. All right, so if you guys need to contact me or place an order with me, there's all the information that you need. There's my site, juliebrown.stampinup.net, and then my email. Pinterest, Facebook, and Instagram are all Julie's Creative Stamping. And then my YouTube channel is a little bit different because you have to put juliebrown.julies Creative Stamping. And then I have a blog at juliescreativestamping.com, which I'm still working on. I know I've been working on it for over a year, but I keep adding new information in there. So go check it out and see what is going on there. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, it is I have uploaded it, so it is not live, but you can still type in comments. I do see them and I can answer them. So if you guys have any questions, you can definitely do that. And guys, make sure you subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. That always helps me. Hey, Mel, I'm so glad you're here. So if you are new to my site or new to my Facebook page, just make sure you can type in any questions in the comments and let me know you're here, like Mel just did. So she's here. All righty. So let's take a look at what we're going to be working on. This is the Thoughtful Wishes Suites. Now, this suite can be found on page 47 of the new annual catalog, and I'm just going to go over quickly what all is in it. So it comes with a stamp set and a dies, which is the bundle portion. And so if you just like the bundle and you don't like anything else in the suite, you can just order the bundle. And there's that number. And then the entire suite, which is everything that I'm fixing to show you, that is the number right there for that. So you get the bundle, you get these, they're called adhesive backed pearl, and their number is 163319. You can order all of this stuff individually, but if you like everything, it's easier just to order it as a suite. It also comes with all of this designer series paper. Now, I've been really working with this paper, so I'm going to pull this one to the side, but I want to show you everything because you get 4 of each of these designs, and these are just beautiful. So there's one side, there's the other, and then there's this side. I mean, these scenes, wait till you see everything that you can do with these scenes. And then there's that side. This can be like an ocean scene. Then we have this one and that side for that one. And again, you get 4 of each of these. So you end up with 48 sheets in this designer series paper. There's the opposite side. Then we've got this one. So we've kind of gone from the beach to the mountains. And there's that side. These are all watercolor and they're absolutely gorgeous. And then the opposite of that one. And then we've got some more of the flowers. Opposite of that one. Then we've got this one, which I'm going to show you guys. I use this as an underwater scene. And then there's that side. And then we've got this one. There's that one. I mean, these are just beautiful. I'm just in love with them. And this one would be good for like a Christmas card. It's got a wintry look to it, so it would be perfect for like a Christmas card. Now, this one, I've used most of this, and you'll see why in a second. But this one has that really pretty peacock water wash on one side, and then it had this beautiful scene on the other side. So again, 48 sheets. And then it also comes with the Thoughtful Designs specialty paper. And again, you only see parts of this one, but can you guys see the glimmer on this? I mean, so pretty. Oh, it would probably help if I have my lights up. I just realized it's probably dark because I didn't turn my lights on. But now you guys can see the shimmery, can't you? Shimmer and shine. And it's kind of that ombre look. See how it kind of fades into different colors? You can't really see this blue one because I cut it up and I've been using it. Same with this Mossy Meadow one. Again, it's that ombre look with this paper. Just absolutely beautiful, sweet. And so you get everything. You get this paper, you get the other designer series paper, you get the pearls, and you get the stamp set and the dies. So I'm going to pop that number up one more time, just in case you guys want to add this to a wish list. And then we're going to get started. So I did do some more complicated cards with this, but I really wanted to, oh, Shanine, hey. I really wanted to show you guys like how quick you can do cards with this type of paper. Stampin' Up! Has been coming out with a lot of this paper that kind of has these scenes and these watercolor looks, and I just want to show you how quick we can put one of these together. So for this first one, I'm going to use, this was the back side of this one, so I'm just going to use this. And the first thing I'm going to do is wrap this ribbon, and this is that Pretty Peacock. It's got the glimmer in it, Pretty Peacock ribbon. And so we're just going to stick this together. Now the two cards that I'm making, they're still pretty quick and easy, but they do have some die cutting to go with it, not much. But these cards go together like super fast. And I don't know about you guys, but I always love when I can throw cards together. Oh gosh, I just sat right there and told you guys that I wanted to put that ribbon on, and I got to talking. Thank goodness I didn't push that down all the way. I'm telling you, right? You guys can all laugh that come to my class, because I'm always telling you, make sure you wrap your ribbon before you attach it to your card front. But again, that's why I'm really careful about not pushing my, when I do add my card front, I make sure I don't push it down super hard. That way, if I do make the mistake like I just did, I'm able to pull it right back up. All right. Okay, and so then what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you guys how easy it is just to stamp straight onto this paper. A lot of times we want to put, bring in labels, and that's all great and fine. But you can also just stamp directly onto the paper. And it comes out looking just fine. Okay? So can you guys see that where it says dearest friend up there? So don't be afraid to stamp directly onto this beautiful paper, because it, again, it makes this so that the card goes together pretty quick. Okay, so what I wanted to do for this card is I wanted to kind of recreate this look. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be bringing in the blends. And so the first one I'm going to start with is Lost Lagoon. And so I'm basically just going to take the brush side, and I'm basically just going to kind of make it a little swirly there. And it's okay if I leave some white space, right? Because this is good. This is supposed to emulate watercolor. Now I'm coming in with Mossy Meadow. And again, I'm using my brush and tip, and I'm just going to go back and forth. And you can see I'm not trying to keep the side straight. I'm not, any of that. And now we're going to come in with Wild Wheat. And again, we're just going to do some swirls. All right. Then what I want to do is I want to come in with the stamp set. And it's kind of like a flower, but I've been calling it a thistle. I'm not sure what it actually is. Because you can, and you'll see that you can kind of add some color and stuff to it pretty easily. So I'm going to actually ink this up with Mossy Meadow ink. And then I'm going to bring this in, and I am going to stamp this just like so. Okay. Now I think I want this to go a little bit farther down, so I'm going to come back in with my Wild Wheat. and just get some more color on that. Okay, then I'm going to come in with my, let me move my ink before I stick, before I do that, I'm going to do the same thing for the inside of the card. So again, I'm just going to take some Lost Lagoon, some Mossy Meadow, and then finish it up with the Wild Wheat, because I want that same pattern on the inside as I put on the front. It just kind of ties it together. All right. And then we're going to ink. We're going to go ahead and, oh, you know what? I'm going to need some scrap paper. Where did I lay it? Hold on. It's okay if I stamp on my glass mat, but, and I do that when I'm not doing a live. When I'm doing a live, I always forget that I need to clean it, and then I end up sticking stuff in it. I know, aren't these colors really pretty together? Again, probably not a color combination that you would have thought of right off the top of your head, but I do love these together. And then while I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and put the sentiment on here. And I think I did the dearest friend, I think it was thinking of you. Now I'm doing a little bit more work than I had to do this card, but again, it's pretty quick and it's pretty easy. This designer series paper makes it so easy to do, to make these cards. All right. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to come in with this light Mossy Meadow, and even though that's on Mossy Meadow, I'm going to go ahead and color in these, these leaves. And again, I'm just going really quick, and I know you guys have like hardly ever seen me use my brush tip ends, but you can see when you use your brush tip ends, it colors super fast. It's one of the things I always tell people that come to my class, you know, they're not allowed to use my brush tip ends because they have frayed them and torn them apart, but I always make everybody use the tip ends. So I tell them, you know, when you get yours, go home and practice with your brush tip ends so you don't fray the whole thing. All right, so now what I'm going to do is just put this on the inside. Like so. Alrighty, and then we're going to take this, and I'm actually going to run this through the die cut machine with the, I'm using the Modern Nested Labels for this one. And I believe it's the biggest one that I used. It barely fits. Okay, so let's bring in that die cut machine. And this is like, again, it is super quick, super easy, but because I'm bringing in like some dies and stuff, obviously I added a little more than just like stamping and the paper. All right, so here we go. Let's take that out. Get rid of this. Alrighty. Then we're going to take this, put that away so I don't lose it. I don't know about you guys, I'm really good at losing my die cuts. Okay, so now I'm just going to come in with some dimensionals. And I'm going to leave myself a little alleyway. I call it an alleyway for my ribbon. So see how I do kind of a triangle with those? That'll still kind of give it the support that I want, but it's going to leave me an alleyway for that ribbon to sit in. All right, so let's get the paper off. Oh, that one, the paper already came off. I was putting it back on. All right, so we're going to flip this over, and we're going to just set this like so on this card front. And then I'm going to bring in some of the pearls that go with the suite, part of the suite. Going to bring in my take your pick tool. And we're going to go with this middle color because it's, I'm going to say, the closest to the colors that are on here. And just stick those on there, and voila, card 1 is done. What do you guys think? Super easy, right? And wasn't that fun how we kind of recreated this watercolor look on that label so that it matched together? So it says, dearest friend, thinking of you fondly. And then again, we stuck that down here. So card 1 is done. So let's move on to card 2. Now card 2 is a little scary for me because I really didn't, I just thought of this design like seriously seconds ago. So we'll see how it comes out. It may not be like I like it. So, but we're going to wing it today. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is set that to the side. So this time I'm using this pattern here. Oh, I'm so glad you like the card, Shanine. I appreciate that. And then we're going to kind of do the same thing. We're going to run some ribbon around. Isn't this pretty on this side? I will tell you this, it's a good and a bad thing. I love all the designs we get with the Designer Series paper, but the only way they can do that is to put it on the front and the back. And sometimes I turn it over and I'm like, oh, I can't believe I'm not going to use that side. All right, so again, we're just wrapping ribbon. All right, whoops, didn't get that very straight. Okay, that looks a little better. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick this on here. And then I cut some labels out of that nested labels dies just to see if I could kind of put a card together on the fly with you guys. We'll see. Hopefully I'll like it. Okay, so this time I need to get a sentiment that fits into this. So let me grab that stamp set. And I think we're going to do thanks. That sounds like a good one to put in here. And I want to use Pretty Peacock ink because that's kind of our background. Or not, because I don't have it sitting over here. So let's see. Why don't we do, we could do Lost Lagoon. We could do one of the new in colors. Yeah, let's do the Petunia Pop because that's the color of that. See, I told you I was doing this one on the fly. Or I would have had my Pretty Peacock ink over here. Okay, so we're going to stamp that, get this lined up, get that stamped in the middle. Whoops, it wanted to come with me. So that's one of the new colors, Petunia Pop. It's really pretty. When I went to convention, it was the most popular, it was voted the most popular color of everybody that was at convention. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to take this and we're going to pop this up on another one of those. These are those nested essential labels, and then we're going to do the same thing with the and so this is the second card I'm going to do, and then I'm going to show you a whole bunch of cards that I have made with this set because I want you to see how diverse. You can have the quick and easy cards. You can have, I've done 2 fun fold cards with this set. I've done some that are more avid because I layer more stuff. Okay, so we're gonna put the thanks right there. And then what I wanted to do was take this white piece and bring in this like big thistle die. So what's cool, let me talk to you a little bit about these dies. So what's cool about this thistle die is that it has the stems. See how the stems fit on it? So you can cut out the thistle die in a color so that your flowers are a certain color. And then you can do the stem in, and you'll see me, I will have done this like in a green, and then you just layer it on top of it and it covers the stem perfectly. And I'll show some examples of that. But I just want to do this thistle, and I just want to do it in white. Let's see how this is going to look. This was my brainstorm as I was sitting here waiting to go live. So we'll see how it turns out, right? Okay, so we're cutting that thistle one out. Let's bring my take your pick tool in. That's what by the way, if you don't know what these little holes are in your dies, it's so that you can take either your take your pick tool or your tweezers, push it, and then it pulls this out really easily. Now you could, you could chalk up these edges, and this might be a little longer than I want. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick it on just like that. I think I am gonna trim this at the bottom just so it goes under there a little bit easier. But I just wanted to do one in white where I didn't really have to color anything or layer anything. But I wanted to give this kind of another little, here's something else for this card. Whoops. All right, so we're gonna lay that down and hopefully it'll hold in just a second. And then I'm gonna come in with these jewels again. And this time I'm going to use the ones that are a little bit more on the pink side. And I think I'm trying to decide where I want to put them. So I think I want to put one kind of right here. And then, let's see, maybe one up here. Sorry, I didn't. And then one over there. I'm totally random on this. All right, so what do you think of that one? Look how quick that went together. And all I did was just, I cut these out, added this, and that designer series paper is absolutely phenomenal. I'll do the inside later because I want to show you all these other cards. Okay, so we're going to go from easiest to more complicated. So this one, do you see this? So I added the little butterflies, but then what I did here was I stamped and heat embossed the thinking of you today. And then I did the gold on that. How pretty is that card? Guys, seriously, Versamark, boom, heat it up and put the butterflies and this card's ready to go. So this says thinking of you today. And then I stamped the little thistle on the inside, and it says, "May you find peace in the days to come, and in the loving thoughts that surround you." And this came from the Hope You Know sentiment set. So I hope you guys are thinking of all the sentiment stamps that you have and ways that you can just add, and boom, there you go. Okay, simple, right? All right, so let's see, where's my next? I'm trying to decide which is the easiest. Okay, so this one I stepped it up a little bit. So this one I just put a strip here, and then I matted this piece. I cut this piece out of one of the papers, and I matted it onto white, and then just did Missing You, and I actually used our basic beige, our new basic beige ribbon for this one. and added those pearls, and then thinking of you fondly on the inside. So do we like? Yes? Can you see how just boom, boom, we're done, right? Okay, so this next one was a little more complicated. So I want to show you the set. Oh, I thought I had the set sitting here. Hold on one second. What did I do? Oh, so this is another bundle that's coming out. Hey, Patty. And this is the Seaside Wishes, and it has the hybrid embossing folder. But I thought this one paper looked like the bottom of the sea. And so again, I just Versamarked and stamped, and it says sometimes the simplest things mean the most. And then I cut out a couple of sand dollars and some of the other dies that go along with that Seaside Wishes. Do you guys think it looks like it's under the water? I do. So how cool is that? And then you absolutely made my day. So there's that one. There's so many possibilities with this. And then I do want to show you another one that I did where I basically just I did the embossing folder, but this is that paper as well. And I did and this time I stamped the sand dollar. So there's that one as well. Can you tell I've been playing with this a lot, like a ton? Okay, so this is one that's more avid because I kept adding layers. So here I brought in that really sparkly paper. And this was kind of that same paper I used in the second card. And I just layered it on top of this. Now this white here, this is this big die cut in white, and then I cut it apart to get it to go where I wanted it to go. All right, and then I add some ribbon here. And then what I did with this, that ribbon, you can see that ribbon is thick. I actually cut it lengthwise, like up here in half, because I wanted this to have a little bit thinner look to the ribbon. What do you guys think? So there's that one, and then the inside is Thinking Fondly of You, and then another piece of that shiny shimmer paper. Right? Look at all these cards. Okay, so now we're gonna do what's called, you guys all have seen Z folds. This one took a little bit of time because, as you can see from the front, this is what I was talking about, that die. See how I did the leaves, but I had to then like glue them to the pink ones. So again, just You Make My Life Better, added some linen thread, and then, are you ready? Ta-da! A fun Z fold card. That's why I don't have any of this paper left, because I used so much of this pretty peacock on the back of this Z fold. So what do you guys think? And then I used that petunia pop as the backdrop for this. So there's a Z fold card. You guys got quiet all of a sudden. And last but not least, Susan Campfield had a video the other day and showed us how to make, they're called puzzle slide cards. So I thought I would do a puzzle slide with this. And so again, that's the more like the mountains scene. And I used this again. This is from the Perennial Postage, and it says thanks. Are you ready? Here's the the puzzle slide. And then it opens like this. And on the inside, it looks like that. But this sits like this. So it's something that they can sit up and show off. But when you put it in the envelope, it's like this. And then when they pull it out, it's this fun puzzle. Because you have to actually cut these in a certain way so that they go back together to form that scene all over again. There we go, guys. That is everything that I made. So let me bring everything in because I want you guys to see like all the possibilities with this suite. I mean, and I can keep going. I can go on and on and on. I can think up just a ton of cards that, and I still have a ton of paper left to design more cards. And then you can also bring in other stamp sets to fill in. Oh my gosh, I don't think I have enough room for all the cards that I made. And then this was one, and then the Z fold. Guys, that is a ton of cards. Look at that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I just want to show you, besides all the little pieces of paper, I still have all of this paper left to make cards with after making 9 cards. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. So I love this suite. The possibilities are endless with this suite. So I'm going to put that up. So if you guys are trying to think, hey, what do I want to purchase? You know, this is definitely one I would put on my wish list, because I'm thinking about, like, there's one scene where it's kind of going over the water. And what about that the Adventurous Sky doing an airplane over, like flying over the water? It would look so cool. So cool. Guys, I ran out of time, you know, before my live tonight making these cards. I was in Albuquerque for a while, and I got back, and then I literally made 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, 4 of these cards right before I went on tonight, because it was pretty easy just to snap it all together. One thing I do want to mention is, if you guys have ever thought about joining Stampin' Up to get that great discount, we have a great starter kit special going on. It's $99 to join. You get $125 worth of products, plus right now the special for May is that you get all of these in color products. So you're going to get all 5 of the stamp pads. You're going to get the designer series paper, which is number 2. Number 3 is the cardstock, and then you're going to get the markers that go along with it. So that's actually, so basically you're getting $207 worth of product for $99. So again, if you're ever thinking about joining, I'd love you to be part of my team. We do a lot of fun stuff within my team. But again, now's the time to consider doing that. All right, guys, this was a quick one tonight, because again, it was really focused on how quick and easy these cards can be. Again, if you want to purchase anything, please go to juliebrown.stampinup.net. And that's where you'll also go if you decide that you want to join. Again, I'd love to have you as part of my team, or if you have any questions, reach out to me at my email address and I can answer any questions. So guys, as usual, I appreciate your time. Time is precious, and I do understand that, and it just excites me. I had so many people. So Patty was here tonight, Shanine was here, Mel was here, and if I missed anyone else, I'm sorry. Those were the only people that I saw popping up, but I appreciate you guys being with me tonight, and I hope you enjoyed taking a look at this, because what I try to do is show you what the possibilities are, and then you decide, hey, I either like that suite or I don't, right? So anyway, guys, thank you. I appreciate it. And I'll be seeing some of you this weekend for our retreat this Saturday. And then the rest of you, I guess I'll see you either at my card classes next week or next Wednesday on my live. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Bye.